what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
All right. Hey, guys. How you doing? The hearts are in the chat, baby. Hey, put some hearts in the chat, everybody. Feel the love, man. We need to feel the love because the world is opening back up, and I think a lot of people aren't really prepared to go back outside. One, and we know that because people jumping out of planes, crystal meth, police detonating bombs in the middle of it. All that is fair, but I don't think people from a core, from your passion, your hearts, you feel me, are really truly ready to engage back with people. And what do I mean by this? And normally I would never tell you guys to go to WebMD, but in this rare occasion, they had a great article about some of the side effects of returning back to normalhood with your friends. And it asks the question, do you resume certain friendships? Do you repair them? Or do you just flat out replace them? The 3 R's of friendship: resume, repair, and replace. And this really hit different for me because it poses a question to you, right? If you went into COVID with a friend and that relationship became too much to bear, and now that COVID's over, do you go back to that person? If you were disconnected from somebody because of COVID and you, in the process of trying to rekindle it, it's not working, do you want to repair that relationship? Or if you've been like me and Eric and you've altered the way your friendship has taken place to the point where you can have conversations online and me and Eric talk every goddamn day, do you just carry on with that even though technically outside's open, so I don't have to talk to Eric every day? But like, what happens next and the mental health issue that comes with it? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But Eric, what's your context on this as far as is concerned when it comes to dealing with your friends during the pandemic? Like, in the pandemic, how did your friends respond to you, to the situation, to your friendship?
I've made friends with some people since I've been back, and I've gotten really close to some people. And then, over time, you realize who's with you, who's not, who understands who you are, and who's not. And I think being trapped inside, not being able to get in the shenanigans and actually listen to people, being able to really just assess without all the external factors, kind of lets you know what box to put people in. I've reshuffled some people. There's a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 people who never gonna lose. Like 2 people whose spot ain't never gonna get lost unless, the world ends or they just dip on your boy. But there's some other people that I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to reconsider how much energy I'm finna shoot your way. People grow, and I think if I've learned anything over this pandemic, man, it kind of made me reframe some things, like what's most important to me, what things I need to be focused on, what I need to be giving my time to. And I've realized that, sometimes you outgrow people. Sometimes you realize that this person just is the energy suck. So even going out, like, to the point, like, reconnecting with people, it's just, I've never really had that issue because the people that I keep around me are people that I don't have to ever reconnect. And if we didn't see each other for a long time or talk, for an extended period of time, when we did come back together, it'd be just like us picking up where we left off. But again, that's because, I've been very careful to, forge, really good relationships and have the right kind of people around me.
It's a question like this. So let's take them piece by piece. A relationship that I was happy to resume or keep going. I think a lot of those relationships happened for me when I went back to Pine Bluff. I had such a great time talking to my adult friends. And to Keisha's point, adult friends aren't people you have to check on every day. Adult friends understand that you're a fucking adult and shit gets real in this world. And sometimes what you need is just someone to validate your experience as an adult, to let you know that you're doing okay, that you don't have to be this supernova, you don't have to be this celebrity, that you being who you are is more than enough. And that's why they keep you around. Your adult friends let you know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. They're not afraid to be honest with you because they know they're only going to talk to you for so much, so they can be real. It's an instant shot.
Yep.
A thing that I really enjoyed was I think, and I'll use Cam as my example, and even Treese. She embraced me like she hadn't seen me in years, but talked to me like she just saw me yesterday. And that duality really hit different. She embraced me like she hasn't seen me in years, but she talked to me like she just saw me yesterday. It made me feel safe and caught up at the same damn time. I have zero regrets about my adult friends. And my adult friends, while I probably don't talk to them as much, they are probably the people that I rely on the most. And those are relationships
I don't know if that's true because we talk a lot.
But I think so some adult friends we definitely do talk to a lot. But like the adult friend status, they kind of fit everything you need them to be, pretty much. An adult friend is someone you need to be. You need them to be. So then let's talk a little bit about the repaired friendships. And this one, I'm going to keep this one very close to the chest. I recently had a conversation with a good friend of mine, and he and me fell out. We fell the fuck out because I felt at some point during the pandemic, they felt disconnected from me. They felt that they couldn't approach me. They felt that they couldn't talk to me. And ultimately, I gave up on chasing them because,
But why though? But why?
Because because I'm okay with people being happy with or without.
No. Why? No. Why did they feel like there was a separation? Like, what was their reasoning for that? That don't make sense to me.
Because when the pandemic happened, I had to figure out what I was going to do. Like, think about the pandemic for me and you, Eric. At one point, we were making video content separately. Like, I was disjointed from the world. But you figured out how to because Eric tried to bring me back into the world, and I kept rejecting it. But Eric knew, okay, let's do the podcast live, Heero.
I even tried to get him to go. So our favorite restaurant is Blue Sushi, and their base is where he used to live. And I was like, bro, I'll just fly out. We'll go get sushi. It's no problem. He was like, no, I'm not going anywhere until there's a vaccine for this virus. And he literally stayed inside for a whole year.
The person resented me for that because in their eyes, I wasn't the person that they're used to seeing, this strong, bravado, headstrong, move first person. But this person also didn't understand I watched hundreds of people die under my care due to a disease that I couldn't protect myself from. So I drew away from that. But in the same light, I saw that person find happiness. And I am a big enough friend to let you go be happy without me. Go enjoy your best life.
Best life.
I'll cheer for you from the side. I will double tap your picture the moment it pops up on Instagram. No problem. I'll share your whack ass shit. I don't care. The thing that is going to always remain prevalent, being a good friend isn't something that you're told. It's just based on your livelihood. I can tell based on your livelihood. Yeah, I can tell based on your livelihood if you're a good friend. So with those things,
I was actually I don't think that's the word you were saying. I think the word you was looking for more like your character, like how you are when nobody else is around. They look the core of who you are as a person.
Literally, think about this, Eric. At my table at my mom's wedding, there was nobody from the same state sitting at the same table. All my friends flew out to come see me. And that's not
no. Oh, okay, I was confused. I was like, your mom's wedding, you had friends there?
Not wedding, sorry. Their 60th birthday party. Her 60th.
Yo, everybody, well, except for Memo. Memo drove, but
he drove it, but he's from but he's not from
Illinois.
Yeah. So for me, it's just a judgment of character, and that's not to say I don't have any friends in Illinois, but all the rest of them that knew me knew that they could show up to the house to say happy birthday to moms. All the rest of them knew that they had their obligations. The thing is, I didn't hold it against them. The thing is, if I needed my friends to show up for an event that had nothing to do with me, they would do it. And that's something I can brag about. And I take pride in that. I take pride in that fact. I love that fact. So my friends being, they're a reflection of me. When my friends are doing well, that means I'm doing well. There's no
to
drop
Hero's
off.
point, that's true. So Heero and I were on the phone Sunday. He was barbecuing, and had him on speakerphone while he was putting the meat on the grill. And mom comes outside and says, "Oh, it's my third son. Hello, how are you? How's your beautiful wife?" That's how it's supposed to be. Like, she hasn't seen me since her birthday. The only time she can see me not in flesh and blood is on YouTube or Twitch. Mom should be watching on Twitch. I hope she's watching on Twitch.
Yeah,
but
we working on that.
Hey, we'll take YouTube. But no, but again, that's what Hero's saying. Like, when you're with somebody and when their parents are like, oh, like Heero hasn't met my mom yet, or my aunt. Actually, you probably meet both of them. Like, they're very, very important to me. So like, hey, man, they gonna love you. They gonna love you. So you already know.
So,
but that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to. So then we talk about the final part of this, replacing people. And this is, believe it or not, the most important part. Because the isolation will kill you. Don't get it twisted. You cannot do this by yourself. You cannot. Unless you're prepared to go that route. It's better with friends. You have to replace the people that drain you. You have to.
Yes.
I know billionaires, millionaires, athletes, pop stars who sit in empty houses with 25 bedrooms with nobody, with hundreds of people in there and no one who cares about them inside.
Yeah. And to Hero's point, you have to be vulnerable, self-aware enough and vulnerable enough to know that this person that you're currently friends with is not beneficial. And equally as self-aware and vulnerable to allow someone else into your trust circle. And then hopefully you have one or two that are around that can help you vet the new people that are coming into your life. There's not a person that I'm cool with. I have a couple of guys that I know for sure if I have issues with anybody in my life, here's the situation. Run me down. Like, what do you think? And I got a couple guys. One of them being on the screen. Hey, Eric, you giving way too much energy to that kind of person or that situation. Like, we don't have time for that. And it's ironically my two friends from Chicago. Isn't that funny? I live here in Dallas. That's what I'm saying. Hero's point earlier. Again, two of my closest friends that I have currently. I have several close friends. But the two most recent friends that are close just happen to be from the same town. Like, you just don't know. So you got to be open to those people. And you got to be a good judge of character. And you got to get rid of those people who are always drawing off of your hard work, your dedication, your focus, trying to move you off your square, trying to get you to go be less than, to go get into some ratchetness, some foolishness. Don't get me wrong. It's cool every once in a blue moon, but when Heero and I get on the phone, it's personal, but it's business too. And because we do this on a regular basis, we know how to balance the two. But we're always talking about, okay, what are we talking about next? Okay, what's the next move? Hey, Eric, I need you to do that. All right, well, Heero, what do you think about this kind of thing? And it's always we are trying to ratchet each other up. I give Heero a boost. He gets up to the next spot, and then he pulling me up to the next spot. If you got a friend who's always stiff arming your head down while we're climbing up, and this person arm just seems to get longer, but their body is so much higher up, that ain't the person you need to be around. They are. That is not how these things are supposed to go. Yeah, bro, killing. So listen to Heero. He telling you right.
Ultimately, whatever you're doing in this pandemic or however you're feeling, I wanted to give you some validation here. One, whatever you're feeling is real. It's not in your head. If you feel that the person you're talking to about your struggles through the pandemic is not interested or seems discerned about what you're talking about, they're not interested. Take the hint. And it's okay to find a therapist to be interested. And if you're sitting here thinking, well, that's not as real as a friend, guess what? Therapists aren't paid to be your friends. They're paid to be real with you. Mm-hmm. If you want friends that you can pay for, go join a fraternity, sorority. They'll be your best friends. They know wear matching outfits with you. But if you're looking for help, go get that. But moving forward, as we talk about reigniting these old and past flames, don't burn your fingertips trying to light a candle at the bottom of the barrel. Go get you some new wax, go get you a wick, and get yourself a new candle. It's okay. It's okay. But with all that being said, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. The mental health aspect is super important to us. Be kind to each other out there. But in the meantime and in between time, Eric, where can they find us?
Right here on Twitch, dag nabbits. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Hit that bell. Scroll down. There is a button that starts with D, ends with 8. It is our favorite nation. Donation is our favorite nation in the entire world. Make sure you go become a part of that nation right down there in that little box right below the video. Then you go over to our faithful side piece. If you prefer a side piece over our main squeeze, you can go on over to YouTube, watch us over there. Linktree is posted everywhere. Heero done told y'all we like Visa everywhere you need to be. So Anchor, shout out to Anchor, Spotify. They giving us some scratch, so we really greatly appreciate that. So if you rather listen than watch, those are the two platforms you can go over. When TikTok gets back up from this upgrade or whatever's going on, Heero's TikTok famous. I'm telling y'all, going over there, and we also on IG.
Y'all take care of yourselves, man. Y'all be good to one another. Put on your mask, and reach out to your friends. Your real friends not gonna let you down. And if they do, hey, we talk about how to repair 3 R's. Repair, resume, replace. You're back. Next topic.
Slow it down and we can catch the vibes. But it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it down and we can catch the vibes.